do you top LaQuanda's speech? But we're going to try. All right, so good morning, everybody. My name is Daniel Roper. I'm a dad to two incredible boys, a recent college graduate, and the owner of ROPER LLC, which is a remodeling company in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But long before I had a business, or even dreamed of owning one, I watched my dad work with his hands. He's a carpenter, and I grew up tagging along with him on job sites. Learning by doing. We'd fix rotten rafter tails, install retractable awnings, and just figure out things together. I learned how to do things the right way because of my dad. Later, I worked for a painter's neighbor's painting company, and we did contract jobs for apartment complexes. His business ended up closing, unfortunately, and I went and worked for several other apartment complexes, but never really made enough money to feed my family. So I took a job at a forklift. I took a job as a forklift operator at a weld shop. No experience needed, but I needed to feed my family. Unfortunately, the economy dipped when my son was 5 years old and my youngest was 2 months old, and I lost my job. So I went back to the apartment industry, this time in apartment maintenance, where I worked my way up to a supervisor role and ended up going and working for Hillcrest for a short time, where I was able to get my engineer's license through the city of Tulsa. But this was before COVID. COVID hit. We were okay, but we weren't thriving, but we were surviving. And then we both grew up in lower middle class homes. Our families lived paycheck to paycheck, and we wanted more for our kids, but we didn't quite know how to do it. And we were a one-income household because we couldn't afford daycare, nannies, none of that stuff. And so COVID hit. That's when ROPER LLC was born, was because I had to find a way to keep food on the table and keep the lights on for my family. And there were months we didn't know how we'd get through. But somehow, by grace and grit, we did. And let me be real for a second. My wife's in the back. Without her, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Love you, baby.
I picked up my tools and said yes to anything that came my way. Drywall repairs, painting, patching. One job led to another, and slowly I realized this is what I'm meant to do. I left Hillcrest to pursue my dream as a full-time entrepreneur back in 2023, right when we were in the middle of trying to buy our first home. And the mortgage company said, without a W-2 job, your pre-approval is gone. So I got another W-2 job working for Grand Mental Health as a stationary engineer while we were still trying to look for a home. But ROPER LLC it kept on building, kept on growing, and I came to this realization last year, I couldn't keep doing both. So as of April 30th, I went out on my own full time. We're now 13 days into the month of May, and I am proud to say that we are booked out through the end of June. And 3 days ago, I graduated from OSU with a bachelor's degree in business management, and my minor is in entrepreneurship. After 10 years of college, thanks again to my wife for all the long nights, all the prodding to keep me completing my studies on time. But even more importantly than
You got it, baby.
the business is the fact that I'm going to be there for my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the dad that's there for them. They'll have something.
You got it, baby.
Because that's what I'm about. ROPER LLC is about, yes, we remodel homes, we paint, we patch, and we build. But at the poor, our mission is simple: to break the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle for our family and to make a lasting impact in our community. Thank you, guys.